Here we are. All right.
Hey,
All right. Okay,
how are
great.
you?
So I think everyone can hear us now, right, Jennifer? I think, Jennifer, you can hear us. Can you guys give us a quick, I can see you, but I can't hear. Are you serious? There
I
should
can.
be an icon to turn off quiet mode. Quiet mode. Okay, Jennifer. You can hear me now. Okay, Delphi can hear us. All right, praise the Lord. Hello, everyone. Okay, you can hear us.
Hi, how are
Okay,
you?
everyone is chiming in that we have sound. Praise the Lord. All right, welcome to another episode of Marketplace Mondays. I am your visionary strategist, Geralda Larkins. And I am so excited to bring another awesome coach, consultant, strategist into our network to speak to the Strategic Society. Absolutely, we would have been inside the Vision Incubator, but tonight everybody is just home tuning in live. So, without further ado, we want to introduce Dr. Toni Wheatle Peart, a global brand strategist and the founder of Wheatle Peart, who designs business concepts and global branding for businesses and nonprofits around the world. Wheatle Peart has the capacity to build websites, logos, descriptive language for your business, your infrastructure, your business processes, and so much more. Dr. Toni Wheatle Peart, she is an international strategy mentor for one of the international centers founded by Sir Richard Branson, founder of Virgin.com, as a strategist and business coach for the Branson Center of Entrepreneurship Caribbean. She helps business CEOs in Jamaica and British Virgin Islands with functions such as marketing new retail food production lines, global expansion, launch event planning, restructuring your company structure, and so much more. She sits and there's more. There's more. She sits as an advisory member of the Benlar Foods Limited. She's also a former adjunct faculty member and subject matter expert for the American Business and Technology University. She has 2 degrees, MBA and doctorate in business, but her passion is teaching businesses how to become socially responsible. Welcome, Dr. Toni.
Thank you so much. It's so great to see you. Hi, everyone.
Thank you so much for joining us. All month long, we are bringing on other talented and gifted strategists, coaches, and consultants that help small business owners and mid-size and large business owners, whatever your gift is, to kind of impart into us.
Right.
You know, I think my members are tired of hearing my voice at this point. So let's bring some other folks in that are gifted and talented to share. So I want to say thank you for joining us on tonight.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us a little bit about you. I said a mouthful, but please.
Yeah, you kind of said pretty much everything. There's nothing else, really.
Now I know you're going to talk a lot about your clients, but tonight is about you.
Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Oh, goodness. Yes. So, pretty much, I was born in Jamaica, immigrated to America. I guess I kind of had the American dream, right? I got educated, got a
Yes.
chance to get a great career. The great thing is being able to go back to Jamaica and other countries as well to be able to help. And working specifically with entrepreneurs now, as well as throughout the United States. So it's been absolutely fantastic being able to utilize my skill sets in multiple places and with multiple different types of cultures, race. Doesn't matter what. I'm going to help you brand yourself if you need help.
Your motto is you guys brand everything.
Rebrand everything.
Amen.
You have Google brand. As long as it's legal, it's good. We will help you to brand that business.
Amen. So tell us about your entrepreneurial journey. You have such an expansive resume. You're obviously absolutely talented, and you got receipts to prove that God has really blessed you in this business. But take us back. Take us back to the Toni that, started out in entrepreneurship, and share with us your journey to get to where you are today, as well as the biggest obstacle you had to face to get your business to where it is right now.
Right. So I have a background in nonprofit management. I was a program director for many years. And that was how it kind of started. I started designing nonprofits. I started to kind of see how their structure was really meeting social needs. And lo and behold, I finally kind of realized that part of the missing gap was kind of creating businesses that were able to also help the nonprofits become a driving vehicle, essentially, for nonprofits. So my entrepreneurial spirit really kicked in when I decided to design Wheatle Peart. And believe it or not, when I first started, I was not really sure how I was going to build the model out. I just kind of knew I wanted to help people through business design and development. And so this is where Read Peart is now.
Wow. And so it is an amazing brand. If you just
Mhm.
scroll through your timeline, you will see a very classic feel. It's like you capture the very essence of, I think, the businesses that you work with. So what has been the biggest obstacle to get Wheatle Peart to where it is today?
Well, I tend to have a really big heart, and whenever you start off in business, at some point you kind of do what we call pro bono work.
Yeah,
It's
pro bono.
the beginning story of entrepreneurship, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so I tend to kind of, let people tell me how they're going to pay me when I first began. Oh,
Whoa.
you didn't have it this week? Oh, I'll get it in 5 months. That's fine. I'll do the work now. So part of my biggest obstacle has been really implementing a really strong financial payment plan in history with my
Okay.
clients. Because as you grow, you have to have structure. It's very much so needed. It's not something where you can just let people come and pay when they want to anymore. You
Yeah.
have to have some sort of structures, especially when you're taking in a high volume of projects or you're doing complex projects. You have to prioritize what you're able to do. So that has been one of the biggest obstacle is really getting away from the nice Tony all the time to sometimes having some rules and guidelines
Yeah.
for payments.
Yeah.
But I
That's
still have a big heart to help as many people as I can.
You do have a big heart, and it's you see if you scroll through your timeline, you truly share business nuggets and things that all not just clients but companies should know. And I want to kind of talk through some of the posts that you've made and get you to
Mhm.
comment on some of the things. One of the questions you had is, what's your brand integrity? Okay, if you are someone's client, do you practice having a standard? And you went on to give some advice. What is brand integrity to you?
To me, brand integrity is there's tons of people. For example, let's use the ministry, right? A very classic one, right?
Yeah.
You're supposed to believe in God and have this nice image of helping, but then you're not really such a nice person.
Oh, gee.
But the way you deal with your clients, it's
Come
not
on.
very nice.
Mm,
It's kind of becoming a reflection of how you'd want your business to be treated,
yeah.
as well as how you think outside of business as well, you or your clients should be treated. So it's really identifying how you want to be known, whether
Mm,
it's a social responsibility platform or a helping hand, but it's really defining how the world will view your brand.
how the world will see you. You said for clients, treat the company well. The nicer you are, the more willing they will be to work with you at a lower price for future things.
Oh, yes, if you're nasty, chances are please don't ask for a discount because I don't like doing discounts anyways.
You
Um,
always post about no discounts. What is
yes,
it? Tell us about.
yes. So my philosophy is, if you're walking on Gucci, Prada, Louis Vuitton, you go to their store, you don't walk in there and say, "Hey, I can't afford it. Can you put a 10% off on that?" No, you either buy it or you leave it. So my company, we do very complex level of branding, and we build companies. We actually put them together, design their mission, write the actual business concept of how they should look, their color tone, everything. So the way I see it is, if you really want to invest in yourself, invest in yourself.
Mm.
The same way you would want to buy a Louis Vuitton and Gucci and anything else without getting a discount.
No, you are serious about that, man. If you posted on that multiple times.
What?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, that is one of my pet peeve with people, especially when they come into meetings and putting Gucci, Louis Vuitton on the table. But they're like, oh, that is just, your price are too expensive. I'm like, that's fine. I'll trade off. I'll take the purse. you know, I'll take the purse. That's fine.
Tony, you're true. All right. The second thing you said for clients, pay when you're supposed to. We are all employees to
Yes.
someone. You don't work for free, neither do entrepreneurs.
Yes, if anything, entrepreneurs, we work so much longer hours than probably 9 to 5.
Yes.
Or the person who's maybe an executive who may, they get vacation time, sick time, a 401k. They get all these perks, right? As an entrepreneur, whatever you're paying us, that's our pay. We have to make it stretch into health insurance,
Yeah.
retirement.
Yeah.
So our cost of doing business is even that much higher. And the value there is we are experts. We are providing you with expert help to really build your business and become more profitable. So it's an investment that you're making for yourself. So mutual respect is so important.
Mutual respect. That
Yes.
is, that is. Another thing you said, be clear about project expectations.
Yes. So I have clients I've had for years, right?
Yeah.
Some of them I just know I don't have to necessarily write a contract with them. But there are some people who, halfway through the project, they're like, well, I thought this was included as well. And that's kind of where you get a lot of conflict. People are
Yeah.
like, I thought I was going to get X, Y, Z, and B, and D. And before you know it, it's like, what?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like going grocery shopping with $10 and you want Whole Foods.
Oh gosh.
That's
That's a
about
great
probably five.
distinction.
Yeah, it's gonna be about 6 apples, but you thought you're gonna get orange juice, everything else. So I tell people be very realistic about the clients you're dealing with. If you know that they don't have money, don't give them these high proposals expecting them to pay because it just causes a lot of stress. And then you don't retain them as a customer either or a client. So be very realistic about helping them to stay within their budget of working with you as well, so that you don't really have that big conflict about money.
That is so key. Especially I would say too from consulting, it's those pro bono things
Yes.
that we do, those just things we want to sow into people and be a giver
Right.
of your services. If you're not careful with, if you don't have clear expectations of the project, that time that you're allocating to this free customer is time taken away from a paid client.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All
Exactly.
right. All right, for companies, you said create a loyalty program for great repeat clients.
Yes, I think if someone it keeps coming back to you, you should reward them as they do with anything else. Frequent flyer miles,
Mm.
what I card discounts, Hertz, Enterprise. They all give some sort of program, some sort of give back program, loyalty program. So I think as entrepreneurs and consultants, we have to kind of look at our clients as well as people who it's not just a one time usage. These are perhaps lifetime clients. So I think it's very important to treat them well. And that's why our brand is really focused on almost providing a concierge luxury feel when you work with us. And
Right.
it's simply because we want them to feel at home. A lot of time clients in a consulting role are sharing a lot of information about themselves or
Mm.
their business with you. So you should value that they're also trusting you and treat them very well. I call my clients family. So
Right.
I will invite them over for dinner if it's Thanksgiving, Christmas, whatever is going on. I include them in my family life just as well as I would with my brothers, sisters, aunts, and uncle. And of course, you have to be picky about that, right?
Absolutely. I don't know. My husband Chris is out there. If he heard you say that, he'll be looking, giving me the side eye, like
Like,
nobody.
no, that's not coming. That's not happening. That's not part of your business model.
We got one question though. It said, one of our members posted, "What factors do you gauge to set your price rates as an entrepreneur?" That's a
Yeah,
good.
so the factors that I use are one, I think definitely as much as we like to devalue character and how we deal with people and people's personality, the reality is based on who you are, you get certain price and certain leeway in society. If you're Beyonce versus me, Beyonce is going to get a lot more than I would get, right?
Yeah.
So I think you have to look at the person, what you're able to then exchange with them. You may have a client who also have a resource that is very valuable to another client that you'll take on. So
Mm,
now you're able to package that as well and even ask your client to be part of your business for another client. So you
yeah.
have to really look at the value of your client and then also look at how many hours. How many hours will you work on that client's project? Will there be a post checkup as well? A lot of entrepreneurs forget to include the time that was spent following up,
Mm.
fixing, redesign websites. Sometimes there's a lot of fixing. Sometimes for a month or two, the client does not want to necessarily log in. So we have to constantly work with them to kind of get them up to speed how to use their website. So I think all of those factors are part of this developing your pricing, and definitely like anything else, the gas price, depending on where you go, your cost of living is very important. I think you should also research other coaches and consultants in your area, and if you're doing something like marketing, look at what it would cost for a company to hire a marketing executive or a marketing person.
Mm-hmm.
If they're charging $40,000 a year, I mean, look at your time rate as almost like you working for that company, except you may give them 10, 20 hours a month versus, 80 to 120.
That is some key advice, and you hit all of the points that I would look at with coming up with my price points as well. The value, your market, and also the extras that you do. I look at salary. I do some salary analysis as well, and then break that down per hour and
Hmm.
add up a little bit more for the extras that you do. So that's really good.
Right. Hmm. Yes,
Okay,
definitely.
I hope y'all getting that. What is
Yes.
I'm getting questions. I'm sorry. What is Tony's nationality? Jamaican. Thank you,
I'm
Jennifer.
Jamaican.
Jennifer's paying attention, Denise.
Yes,
All
yes,
right.
yes,
Another thing you said for companies is to deliver on time. You
yes.
always say that. How important is that?
Well, I think it's important because just like us as regular
Consumers.
customers,
Yeah.
we want our stuff on time, whether it's coming from Amazon, the
Mhm.
store, wherever, the letter coming in the mail, we want our stuff on time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So clients have deadlines as well. They may not explain everything to you, but if they order something, they want it on time. Usually, I let the client set the pace of how I'm going to work with them. We can finish websites, for example, in three days.
Mhm.
However, some clients will take 2, 3, 4 months. That's fine if they want to work at that pace, but we usually still try to call them, make sure that there's some sort of progress going on.
Yeah.
But it's okay for your client to set the pace, but you just make sure that you're the person that's leading
Mhm.
still to finish on time.
Nice. Good advice. Okay. If someone is not actively using your service, call them just to say hello.
Yes, I like to visit my clients. If they have a storefront, restaurant, the
Okay.
building, I just like to sometimes stop in. Just last month, I went around, drove around, saw them, see how they're doing, sample their food.
That's a good reason to go
Good.
back to.
Yes, next week I'm flying out back to Jamaica, and I'll get to see some people there as well. Just check on people, see how they're doing. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't cost anything. And at the end of the day, that is the missing factor in corporate America. You show up, you go to work, you punch in. No one cares if you're sick or what's going on at home.
Connection, the people
Yes,
connection. We're
yes.
seeing that a lot.
Yes, so I think it's important in entrepreneurship to at least have that as part of your platform that you offer.
And the last one thought was awesome that you said be awesome and patient with
Yes.
clients. Clients want to learn, so have an open mind.
Well, yes, the reason they're coming to you is because you're the expert. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, we'll have clients who may not necessarily know how to even log into their email, but they want a technology company design. And
Yeah.
part of it is helping them to kind of see the bigger picture as to
Okay.
what it's going to take, right, to have this big company that
Yeah.
they want you to kind of develop. And so part of it is just really being patient and help them to create realistic timelines with the
Uh,
knowledge they have.
with the
Mhm.
at their pace. You're
At
right.
their pace, yes.
Well, what words of encouragement would you share with our network? A lot of our members are startups, okay, 1 to 2 years, just coming into launching their ministry, their business, their brand. What words of encouragement would you share for them to keep pursuing the vision?
Right. I think most of what entrepreneurs are missing a lot of times, there's several factors. First of all, is one, understand the value of what you have to offer to someone and don't devalue your service and your expertise, especially if you know what you know. The second one is your charm, charisma will always get you further than what you think you know.
Mm.
People love dealing with people who are just very easy to get along with. They have a motto that the customer is always right. I always say no, they're not.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
the reason I'm able to do that is because even when I say no, I have a smile on my face and I explain to them why that's just not a good idea, you know.
Yes.
So a lot of time it's just really connecting back to your actual clients. I
Well,
would say those are some of the two main ones.
mhm. I want to talk about that's some good word. I want to talk about how we met. And you are launching this, and it's not a launch, you've been doing this for a while, but it's called the Wheatle Peart Global Business Ball. A year ago, I think I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw this really bold flyer, simple but bold, nevertheless. And it said Wheatle Peart Global Business Ball, and how we all have the power to transform communities and the lives of people around us. I'd never heard of a global business ball that are recognizing socially responsible entrepreneurs. I thought that that was an amazing, innovative concept, and never seen something like that in our South Florida market. So I reached out to you, and you have just been an amazing strategic partner ever since. I was actually going to be there on August 11th in Chicago for the ball, but because a client of mine is launching their book, One Time for Toyonda, I think she's on here. Toyonda's launching her book on August 11th, so I got to fly back to Florida. But the night before, you still found a way to allow me to be a part of the Wheatle Peart Global Business Ball, because I'll be at the VIP meet and greet reception that Friday night, and I'm so grateful to God for that opportunity. So tell us about this amazing ball. That thing scared me when I saw the type of stage that it was going to be on.
Yeah, so the ball came up as an idea because, as you know, I love designing business and bringing business owners around the world together.
Yes.
So we always see music awards, the Emmys, you know, we see the Grammys, the Oscars. I'm like, well, I'm not an actress and I don't sing. But I think it's time that business owners kind of we're televised as well, and we have something big and glamour that we're recognized for that Beyonce can come and perform at.
Come on.
So I really thought this through, and it was in development for about 3 years before we launched. I started doing the groundwork and the floor plans and connecting with the Ritz Carlton Hotel. And so I'm really excited for it to be at the Ritz Carlton, like you said, on August 11th in Chicago. It is permanently being moved to Fort Lauderdale for 2019.
Oh my
So
God, we
I'm
got to
really
talk about that in a
excited.
second.
Yes.
That is
And
an
the whole
announcement.
Yes,
The
and the whole
movies.
purpose of the ball is honoring community and business leaders around the world. So we have David Northern, who is a CEO of the Housing Authority for Champaign, Illinois. He's a former CEO as well of Lake County Housing Authority in Illinois. And we're honoring him. We have Krasm Benjamin, who is the CEO of Ben Lars Food from Jamaica. We have Dr. Yo Ming from China,
Oh
who
my
is
God.
also coming in to be a speaker and talk about the Chinese market and how to integrate into China.
Wow.
So we just have we have Diana McIntyre Pike, who is from Jamaica as well, that works a lot in tourism. So we're really, really excited just to have everyone coming in for that night. And the Friday night, we are so blessed and honored to have you as our speaker for the VIP meet and greet at the Ritz Carlton. So we're excited. Everyone is just really just has been kind of checking out your page and trying to find out
Oh
more information
Lord.
about you. So
I'm so
it's
nervous, but I'm grateful. It's going to be an
yes,
amazing night.
yes,
And the vision for this global business ball is so just massive. And even the requirement to wear truly avant-garde couture ball gowns. I'm like, Lord, my stylist, Carla Martin, shout out to Eyes for Fashion. She was like going to have a field day shopping for my dress,
yes,
you know.
yes.
But the good thing is, I don't have to miss the ball in 2019. Wheatle Peart, you've announced, is officially relocating to Fort Lauderdale. How did that come to be?
I've always wanted to move to Florida, but life happens. I started my doctorate degree, got held up with that for many years. And I just started working and trying to build my career. Then I got involved with the Branson Center in Jamaica. And so it's just been kind of really a roller coaster. And so to finally be able to already have Wheatle Peart located in Fort Lauderdale, and then I myself officially permanently there next month after the ball. I'm really excited. We're already planning 2019 Global Business Ball. And our hope is to just be able to keep going and pitch it for television and really see it grow. We have a promotion that we do in Jamaica. We had an all white event for the ball as well.
Yes.
And so we're excited as well to continue that in Jamaica as a promo event for the ball each year. So we're excited.
And we're excited too. I am, if God's willing, we will be at the Wheatle Peart Global Business Ball that is moving August 2019 to Fort Lauderdale. God knows what
Yes.
I need. He knows what I need. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. All right, to close us out, it's been a great interview. I asked all my guests to share a kingdom essential that you would want to leave with everyone, your own biblical principle that you stand on every day.
Yeah, so, and part of it may not be all the way biblical, but I'm sure it is in Jesus' other voice.
Yeah.
But, sometimes you meet clients and they're talking and talking, or just people in business. And I've just learned when people talk and talk so much and tell you what and if and what you shoulda, coulda do, just become silent.
Ah,
Jesus responds for them. So Jesus will usually respond for you.
the Bible
I've
calls
learned.
that being slow to speak and quick to listen.
Yes. So it's just kind of, you don't have to always have an answer for everything. And to people can be having a mental breakdown. They can be having a rough day. They can have an illness. They could have found out a bad news. It doesn't matter what. But I think sometimes we just have to assess the fact that we're all human and we don't need to respond to every emotion that people show us.
Amen.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Dr.
Thank
Toni.
you.
How do
I
everyone
cannot
get it?
wait to see you.
Me
Oh my gosh,
too.
I'm excited.
I know, me
I
too.
still need to
How
find
does
my
it?
dress, but I'm excited to see
You
you.
gonna post it when you get it, or are you just gonna surprise
You
us?
know what? I did post my earrings already. I do it for Jamaica. I usually post pieces of what I'm going to wear. So
Oh
I did that
gosh.
for Jamaica. So yeah, when I come back from Jamaica next week, after next week, I will definitely start posting bits and pieces of my attire.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. Well, thank you again. How does
Thank
everybody get in
you.
contact with you? Give us all the social media and the website and everything.
Yes, so we are at globalball.eventbrite.com. So that's globalball.eventbrite.com. You can purchase ticket. If you do become a sponsor for this year, we also carry it over into the 2019. So you'll officially already start being promoted for the 2019 ball. So you'll get two promotions for the almost a year.
All
So
right.
as far as tickets, that's located there. VIP tickets for Friday night TCU is also on that same link as well. Or you can go to wheatlepeart.com as well for our main website.
Wonderful. Thank you,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Toni. Y'all connect with her and you won't be disappointed. The
Thank
global brand strategist, Wheatle Peart. Connect with her. Okay, well, God bless you, everyone.
Thank you.
Absolutely. We'll see you, everyone, next week for another Marketplace Mondays. We'll have another brandologist. Miss Mary Davids will be joining us next week right here on Facebook Live, or join us right in the incubator on legacyglobal.tv. Good night, everybody.
Thank you, Geralda. Good
Good night,
night,
Toni.
everyone.
All
Thanks.
right.